Hey book lovers, welcome back to my channel. Mahoney here. Today I'm going to be doing a Monday check-in, telling you what I'm reading, what I'm up to, what I'm doing. And so let's start by saying I am reading Pretty Girls. I'm only on page 79, but I'm loving it so far. I'm hearing such great things about this book. I'm hearing it's like really messed up, and it is kind of messed up so far, but nothing like too crazy over the top. So I'm expecting it to get a lot worse or much worse. So we'll see. But this book is pretty chunky, so I don't know how long it's going to take me. I pretty much was reading it, I think I started it on Friday, but the weekend was really busy, so I didn't really have a ton of time to read it. So I'm hoping I can finish it sometime this week. I'm also still working for my audiobook on lessons in chemistry, which I'm not going to lie, it's not my favorite. I don't know if other people have great things to say about it. I feel like people are saying great things about it. I don't know. It's okay. I'm not loving it. Something kind of major just happened in the book, so I'm like, okay, but like, it was so unexpected. I feel like the plot is just like all scattered. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm definitely going to finish it. I have like 5 hours left, and so I really like to finish that, soon, because I want to get to my next audiobook. I like to try to do an audiobook every week, and I feel like I'm already behind the game again for August, but I feel like the summer's hard. We're constantly doing activities, and we're outside, and we're doing things, so it's kind of tricky, but so that's where we are for audiobooks. I have not started anything on my Kindle because I just feel like with the audiobook, I'm not loving it. And with this chunkiness, I don't want to add a third book right now. I feel like it would be way too overwhelming. So I'm just going to stick with the two that I have and go with that. I also haven't been walking a lot lately, and that's definitely been affecting my mental health, and it's definitely affecting my listening on my audiobooks because I usually do a lot of my listening during my walks. And so I finally went on a walk this weekend. It was like a nice long one too. It was like 45 minutes. And so I got some good audiobook in time. I got my mental health a little bit back in check, but I'm definitely struggling. I recently learned that there's actually a thing called seasonal depression during the summer, which I didn't even know was a thing. I always thought it was the winter months. And I think it's me. I think I really don't like summer. There's a lot of things about summer I don't like. And apparently there is a small part of the population, about 5% of people actually don't enjoy summer. And it's actually like more of a depressive season for them. And so I'm starting to think I might be falling in that category, which is kind of sad. Like, I don't want to have that going on, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling with that right now. So I'm trying to figure out some things, rearrange things in my life, and figuring out like where my boundaries are and what people should be staying and who should I be giving my attention to, and just making sure I'm staying in a really good headspace. It's challenging, but I think that's part of mental health, is we have to be aware of what's going on. And when we're getting in those dark places, we have to be able to have those strategies and techniques to like pull yourself out. And so I did a training this weekend for mental health advocate, and it's just something I've always been interested in doing. And so I found a program online. I took a training and I have a certificate now, and I'm really excited about that because I just feel like I really do want to help out with the mental health community. Anyone that struggles or knows somebody that struggles, we're all affected by it because everybody knows somebody. Even if you don't know that they have mental health struggles, I guarantee you know somebody who does. They just may not be as vocal about it because it's such a stigma, and I don't want it to be a stigma. It's hard still even for me to like talk about it, and knowing that I'm going to put this video out here and people are going to listen to it and hear what's going on. But I mean, I put out a book already about pretty much everything in my life, and that had a lot of detail about some things. So I feel like if I was able to do that, I have to keep the momentum going and keep being able to talk about things like that. And I know I'm not alone. I'm not struggling alone. So I want to put it out there, and I want people to know that they have me to go to, and I'm a resource. And I'm not a medical professional, but sometimes you don't need that. You just need somebody to lean on to talk to. So I just want to put it out there that like, I get it and I know it. And so I think figuring out things and constantly learning and growing about you and who you are, and recognizing that like, we're not all going to love the same things. Like, I just truly don't really enjoy summer months. It's not to say, this is where I think it's confusing for people. It's not that I don't enjoy doing things with my friends and my family, and I have fun. Obviously, like, I go and I do activities with people, and I am having fun and engaging. But for me to get up and do those activities and actually like get myself out of bed, that's where the struggle is. It's really hard for me to like want to get out of bed and be social. I know once I get there, I'm going to have fun and I'm with my family and I want to make memories with them, but that doesn't take away the struggle of, oh my gosh, I have to get up and I have to move and I have to be outside and it's hot and I'm going to sweat and then I'm going to be uncomfortable. And it's a lot of things. It's not just one thing. And I really don't like when people say, just get over it or move on, or it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not that big of a deal for you, but there are people that struggle with that. And I'm definitely struggling with, you know, that moment of like being social right now. I really just don't want to be social. But then when I get in the situation, I'm having fun and I'm having a good time. It's just to get over this hump right now. It's tricky. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there too, that like, I do want to share stuff on my channel about that kind of stuff, and, you know, thinking about ways that I can help others also cope with those things, because I do, and I've learned some strategies and techniques, and I feel like I have something to offer people. Even if it's just ears to listen to you, I want to be able to be that person. I do have a group. I've had a group for quite some time now. It's called Personal Growth, and it's on Facebook. So I can leave that link down below if anyone's interested in joining that group with us. There's almost 500 people, maybe 430, 450. I really don't remember the number count, but there's a pretty good amount of us in there. And I like to just, you know, keep as much inspiration in there as possible, keep the group, you know, lively, and just sharing things. I just feel like it's nice to have support. Back to other things in life. I got 3 book orders today. So I just packaged these up. I know I kind of wish I waited to do it on video, but I wanted to show you, I did get some new sloth thank you notes. Let's see if I can pull up a different one. Yep, there's an upside down one. There's like 4 different versions, or I thought maybe there's only 2. Oh, you know what? I think I have more back there. All right, well, they came with these brown envelopes. I got my little sloth, and then I got some sloth stickers. So now every time anyone orders a book, I'm giving 3 stickers. One of them has to be a sloth, and one of them has to be about books. And then I have my sloth note cards to say thank you, which I like. It's really fun because the week just started and I already have 3 orders, and I feel like the momentum on my Pango bookshop has definitely picked up, and I'm paying attention to making sure that I'm on there and I'm interacting and I'm listing books, and I have like deals going on here and there, and I'm kind of changing it up, and just getting in that retail brain can sometimes be a little tricky, I feel like, when you don't know what to do. So I'm really, you know, trying to stay consistent with that. And it's nice because I keep getting new books on my shelf. Let's see. So this corner right there, that's the only amount of books that are not in my store yet. So it's like probably maybe 30 books. I just got a whole new box yesterday that I was able to post, and I already sold 2 of those books today. So that was really cool. And yeah, I only have about 30 books to be posted, so that's nice. And now I've made a little bit of room on my shelves so I can start listing those and putting them in. But I'm definitely now at a point where I didn't know if I was ever going to get to this point where I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to look for my next shipment of books to come in so I can put some stuff in my store and update it. But at the same time now, I think my bookstore is a little bit expanding and not tons of room. So I think I'm gonna have to start going through some books that haven't sold maybe in, you know, the last 6 months. And first, I think I'm gonna start by lowering their prices and seeing if that gets them off the shelves. And if not, I'm gonna maybe try to give them for free on our Facebook page for our town. And if still nothing happens there, then I think I'm just gonna donate them to the local library. Because obviously it would be nice to be able to get some money for them so that I can also go back into Pango, and I also like to buy some used books from other small businesses. So like I like to keep the momentum going there. But it's also just important that the book doesn't get thrown away. If I can't use it or sell it or give it to somebody, then I want to be able to have, you know, donate to the library where someone else can find it at least, and it has a good home. I don't ever want to like give books into those book bins because I hear they get ripped up. I really don't know. I haven't done research, but I want the books to find a good home that people can actually use them and love them, and, you know, all the things. I don't want to think about books getting ruined. It really does like break my heart. So that's what I'll be looking into now. Any books that have been in my shop for a long, long time, you know, start rethinking prices and maybe even just updating the pictures. There's a lot of things that you could do to like kind of bump them back into your store and let people know that they're there. Because if books aren't really popular, people don't always look at them. But if you do have a popular book in your shop and then they start looking at other things, that can sometimes intrigue people again. So pictures do matter, descriptions matter, price matters. So those are all things that you can kind of look at when you're in your shop too, to adjust things if you have one. But yeah, that's like a quick check-in. So this week, I definitely want to focus on my audiobook, The Pretty Girls, because this is like 600 pages. I haven't read a book this big in a long time, so I'm hoping that I can make a pretty good dent. And I think I'm just going to aim at least to finish these 2 books for now. I would really, my ultimate goal would be to at least get another audiobook in before Saturday and finish that. That way I can at least have my 2 audiobooks for August so far, and then at least the one book. I do have another book that is only, I think it's under 200 pages that I'd like to also read. So I think because this book is so thick, I might jump to that one. That way at least I have like 2 physical books for the month. I really like to set goals and reach them. So I feel like after this big one, it would be nice to read a nice small one, and then I can at least have 2 books in for the month and 2 audiobooks. Even though my goal is like 3 books a week. You got to take what you can get, right? And it's hard when you have, 3 kids and a busy life and your work and all the things. There's not a ton of time to read. So I think because of my lifestyle, I do have to accept the fact that I'm not reading as much as I would like to, but I'm reading probably way more than the average person who wants to. So I gotta go with that, right? All right, so this was my Monday check-in. I feel like I want to kind of do this maybe every week, give you guys a little heads up of what's going on in my personal life, not just the bookstore, not just reading and things like that. Like, I want to be able to express different things that are happening and things that are going on. So if you have any questions for me, that's what I really want to put into this video is, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, put them down in the comments below or message me on Instagram or email, whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. And let me know what they are, because I'd like to go on and do a Q&A, but I don't know what you guys want to know. So I will be able to answer things if you go ahead and ask them to me. Usually pretty much an open book. I think there'd be a very small chance that someone's going to ask something that I'm like, oh, I don't feel comfortable answering that. I pretty much have laid everything out there on social media, in my books and all that. So I really don't think there's anything too much off topic that I wouldn't answer. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you're interested in knowing. And I would love to keep doing some more updates like this. Whoops, sitting on my foot massager. All right, so yeah, I'm going to finish it here. I'll give an update maybe towards the end of the week and let you know where I am with my reading status. And if anyone's read this book, please tell me your thoughts. No spoilers, but please tell me your thoughts down below. What do you think? How many stars? Did you like it? Would you never read it again? Would you recommend it? That kind of thing. Let me know. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.